this is how I caught the rarest Pokemon in the world in Pokemon Go. Per the lore of Pokemon Go, there is only one legendary / mythical Pokemon that actually has the chance to spawn in the wild. That Pokemon being Azelf, which has one spawn every hour at a random location throughout the world, making it the rarest Pokemon in the world. At least, that's what I want to believe. The truth is, finding a wild Azelf in Pokemon Go is in fact the rarest spawn you could possibly find, although there is not one in the world that spawns every hour, as cool as that would be. All 3 of the Lake Guardians apparently have a chance of spawning in the wild, and these are the only legendary / mythical Pokemon in Pokemon Go that spawn in the wild, and that's about all we really know. They are so rare that we do not know the full details about these things spawning. Some people say that they only spawn by a large body of water, but that seems to have been debunked. The thing is, when it comes to the Lake Guardians spawning in the wild in Pokemon Go, we do not know exactly how it works. We have absolutely no idea what the spawn rates are or the conditions for them to spawn. Despite all of this, I managed to catch a wild Azelf in Pokemon Go, and this is the story of how I did it. The date is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024 at approximately 6:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is a warm spring evening with beautiful blue skies. My brothers and I are on our way home from the gym, and on our way home, we stop at a grocery store that we go to all the time. In the parking lot of this grocery store, there is a gym in Pokemon Go, so as I am walking through the parking lot, I open up Pokemon Go on my phone to add a Pokemon to the gym. I then walk up to the front of the store to grab a cart, and as I am walking up, I load into Pokemon Go. As always, the first thing I check is the nearby, just to simply see if there's anything cool, and I am completely stopped in my tracks with what I see. On the nearby, I see a wild Azelf. Now, these next couple of moments are kind of hard for me to explain. It seemed like a million things crossed my mind, and everything was moving in slow motion, although in actuality, it was only a couple of seconds. I thought at first, oh, this is no big deal, it's probably for some event going on right now, I shouldn't go catch this thing, and I should just go in the grocery store, get my groceries, go home, and make dinner. But then I thought, wait, I swear I just saw the May content updates Pokemon Go posted on their social media pages, and none of them said anything about the Lake Guardians spawning in the wild. It was at this moment I realized this is the wild Azelf, the rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go, the stuff of legend that millions of players around the world can only dream of one day encountering. So I literally yell out, "There's an Azelf on the nearby!" Both of my brothers, who also already have Pokemon Go pulled up on their phones, say, "No way! Where?" Without even waiting to hear what they had to say or see how they would react, I was full sprinting through the parking lot back towards the car. As I am running, I hear one of them say, "Wait, where is it? Do we need to drive or can we just run?" I didn't even check what stop this thing was at, and I just started running to the car on pure instinct alone. So as I am jumping into the driver's seat of the car, I look down on my phone to see where the Pokestop was, and I saw it was at a park about 100 yards down the road. So I leap back out of the car, say, "Let's just run! It's just up the road!" and start running as fast as I possibly can to this Pokestop, which I will note wasn't very fast. I'm pretty athletic. I've been playing soccer my whole life. I lift and swim every day, and I'm about 180 pounds and can rep out the 100-pound dumbbells for 18 reps for dumbbell bench. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm an absolute monster. Although, the day before, I was stuck laying on the couch all day with a clogged up nose, nasty cough, and 102-degree fever, so I was not at my best. Despite all of this adversity, I ran as fast as it felt like my lungs could handle without coughing one of them up. As I was running, I started to screen record on my phone. Moments later, I run up to the Pokestop, gasping for air, and the Azelf spawns in. I click on it and ask my brothers if they found it as well. Although as I look up from my phone after encountering it, I see them still pacing around looking for it. I ask, "Did you guys get it?" And both of them say, "No, it's not here for me." Then one of them says, "I never even saw it on the nearby," which left me dumbfounded. I asked, "Wait, how did you not have it on the nearby? Didn't you see it back in the parking lot of the store?" To which both of them said, no, it was never on the nearby for them, and it's not spawning in now. So I begin to think that this is probably just some new event or research in Pokemon Go, and maybe I am further through the research than them, and they haven't unlocked the ability yet to encounter the Lake Guardians in the wild. So one of my brothers starts scouring the research section, event tab, and newsreel in Pokemon Go for anything about the Lake Guardians spawning in the wild. And there was absolutely nothing. He then starts scouring through social media and could not find anything. He literally says, no, there is nothing about this being part of some sort of event. And no joke, we all look up at each other at the exact same time, and you could just tell, we all had that realization that this is, in fact, the wild Azelf. One of them was instantly upset that they couldn't catch it, but the first thing that went through my head was, should I Master Ball it? I still had my original Master Ball, and a new Master Ball research just got announced that day, so I was more than willing to use the Master Ball I had on this. But my other brother says, no, just wait, let me see if I can find anything online. So he starts scouring the internet for who knows what, and me, being an impatient child, throw a golden raspberry and huck an Ultra Ball without hesitation. I watch that black and yellow Ultra Ball curve through the air as I throw the nastiest curveball of my life at this thing. It bounces right off Azelf's big blue forehead, and the ball hits the ground. One roll, two roll. I'm thinking, there is no way I'm gonna catch this thing first ball. Then it breaks out. Of course, I thought it was going to run for sure, but then it stayed. I look up as if I just cheated death and said, I gotta Master Ball this thing now. But then my brother yells at me, no, just wait, you idiot. So I look down at my phone at a wild Azelf just staring me down. And moments later, my brother starts reading something he found online. If you find the Lake Guardians in the wild, do not Master Ball them. They have a 0% flee rate and will not run away no matter what. So do not use your Master Ball, you idiot. So without a second's hesitation, I huck another nasty curveball at this thing and smack it right in the dome, to which the ball falls to the ground and rolls not once, not twice, but 3 times. I caught it! The rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go! I was so hyped and I genuinely could not believe it. The next couple of moments were pure jubilation and excitement. We genuinely could not believe what just unfolded before our eyes. We then start walking back to the store because we still had to go buy groceries. And as we were walking, my brothers and I were talking about what just happened. The main thing we could not wrap our heads around was why it only spawned in for me. Why would it not spawn in for them also? Is there some sort of criteria to encounter one of the Lake Guardians in the wild? Or is it completely random for who has one spawn in, like it is completely random for someone to click on a Pokemon and it be shiny? None of these questions would be answered, but one thing was certain. I caught the rarest Pokemon in Pokemon Go!